Good morning. So it's just after 9 o'clock. It's actually 9:20, and we're starting our day about an hour later than normal today because my child has been up since 4:30 in the morning. I am so exhausted. He was sick yesterday, and I really thought he was going to sleep in today, and he did not. So
yeah, I'm sick.
He's actually better today, it seems. He had like a fever yesterday, but today he seems a lot better and a lot more energetic too, unlike me. I haven't had my coffee yet today, so I thought I would make that and then bring you guys along for a little winter day in the life. Today is going to be 50 degrees, 50, which is crazy. I don't think it's been that warm yet throughout the entire winter. I think this is the warmest day so far for us. Next week is looking in like the 50s pretty solidly, so I'm crossing my fingers that that means we are coming into real spring and not full spring. But it did just snow last night, so honestly it's anyone's game at this point. We don't know. Let's get some caffeine going.
That's what. I didn't get the job. This. Yeah, he is. Whoa.
Today was gonna be a leggings day, but none of them are clean. We are gonna do some laundry today, get that caught back up. I feel so like discombobulated this morning because my house is an absolute disaster. My mom came to visit yesterday, which I really love when she comes up and visits us, but the problem is when she's here, I like don't do anything. I just sit and talk with her the whole time. And so I am behind like a whole day on just my usual everyday chores. Everything just feels very overwhelming right now. Also, it's going to be really nice today, like I mentioned. So I want to get outside this morning before lunch and nap time and stuff, because Teddy will be taking a nap today. He really needs it. He hasn't been napping every single day, but today is going to be a nap day. Like, mark my words. It's going to be a nap day. Maybe it'll be a nap day for me too. Probably not, because I have a lot to do, but like, I need to get everything done before then. I want to go out around 11 till about 12 and then come in, have a quick lunch, and then commence with the napping. It's about 10 o'clock right now, so I have about an hour to get some stuff done. It doesn't need to be everything. I can do some stuff during nap time too. I'm wearing my little loon sweater. I got this from Kohl's. I don't remember the brand of it, but I got it for Christmas, to wear for Christmas, and then I got my grandmother the same one as a gift. So we both wore it on Christmas. It was really cute. I'm gonna throw out my hair real quick, probably in a claw clip, and then get back to my coffee because I only took like a sip before I started doing other things. Everyone does their claw clips super different, but I like to part my hair somewhat in the middle. That's close enough. Low pony. And then I take my hair tie and I go around once completely, and then, can you guys see if I turn? When I come around the second time, I pull like a loop like this, and then I tie it off a third time like that. So you're gonna have like a tail and a loop. And then I just take my loop, I pull it up like this, I take my tail, I twist it a little bit, and I kind of blend it with the loop, take my clip, voila. And then sometimes I'll pull out little pieces of hair, you know. But yeah, it keeps it nice and neat and out of my face, and my hair is getting much longer. It used to be super easy to just like, that little tail was not really long. Yes? You need to go potty, okay. That's it. We're ready. That's our getting ready for the day. Good morning. Okay. Well, I want to let them out, but they're not gonna like it. Good morning.
Look, it has this face. That's so funny.
You're waiting to be fed, huh? Yeah, sorry. Mama's behind this morning. Okay, a couple things we have to get done before I take him outside. We need to get laundry going because it's piling up and becoming crazy. And then I also need to get the litter boxes clean and I need to get the trash taken out. Those are the 3 things that I want to get done before we go outside. We're trying to balance it today. I don't know how much we're gonna succeed in getting everything back in shape, maybe by tomorrow, but right now we are just doing our best. I want to show you guys something new to my house though. Ta-da! These are my new Speed Queens that I just got. If you guys have been on the channel for a while, you know that we had a washer and dryer set here when we moved in that were an old school mechanical set. Eventually the dryer broke, one of the dials on it snapped off and we were not able to replace it. We tried, and just with what was wrong with it specifically, like you would have had to replace the entire top of it. So we ended up getting a quick little Facebook Marketplace dryer for like, I think it was like $75. And that was last year, which that thing would take 2 or more cycles to fully dry our clothes. My laundry was falling so far behind because of it, because I was having to dry like clothes so much. I could not move laundry quick enough and it was insane. We always had just piles of laundry everywhere. It was terrible. So it was time, and Brandon and I decided to invest in Speed Queens. If you don't know, they are like commercial grade washers and dryers. These are the classics. When we bought them, our sales guy, we already knew going in what we wanted, but he told us flat out, like, he has these at home. Our delivery guys have these at home. A bunch of people had them at home and said, this is what you want. They are old school, completely metal on the inside, replaceable parts, commercial grade, and we have a 5-year warranty for both service and parts for them, so that is amazing. But they're rated for like 30 years, so I am absolutely so pumped. I wanted something that was like old school, like something you'd find in the 1980s, and yeah, here they are. I love them. They are my new children. So we're gonna do some laundry. Also, the cycles for this, it literally takes me about an hour to wash and dry a load of clothes, which is crazy. Our clothes feel so much cleaner using these. It's just been amazing. Very, very happy with my purchase so far. So if you guys are in the market for a new washer and dryer and you want something that's gonna last, I would definitely say check these out. This is not sponsored, nothing like that. We did some heavy research. Brandon actually was the one that did most of the research, and he came to me and was like, I think I want Speed Queens, and so here we are. It was basically like, we either take a Caribbean cruise this year or we get a washer and dryer set, and the washer and dryer set won. And that's how you know you're an adult, like a full-blown adult, is when you choose this over a cruise. It's fine. We'll get on a cruise eventually again. It's been years, but we'll get there. These can hold quite a bit, which is nice. So I can do fairly big loads at a time, and they're not like gonna shake and be crazy. They actually self-level, which is cool. Definitely gonna do a load of towels later also. Quite a few at this point. I'm gonna put it on bulky just because I put kind of a lot in there. The one thing that sold me on these classics is that they do not lock. The top does not lock on the washer. So you are able to add throughout like the beginning of the cycle. That was a big selling point for me because that often happens where I'm like putting around and I'm like, oh, I need to throw this towel in or whatever. They also sell like eco ones and stuff that are a little bit more expensive, but our sales guy was like, go with the classics. If you want your clothing to be like really well washed, these will wash your clothes. And yeah, of course, like that's what we were looking for. They also have ones that have like a computerized front on them and stuff like that, but I just worry so much about the repairs and like the modern machines today. Like for example, my mom's machines that she got only a few years ago, one of them had a part that broke on it, and they quite literally don't make those anymore, and she had to get an entirely new machine because she couldn't have hers replaced. So we were just trying to avoid that, and having these, I think, you know, down the line, if we have to have repairs done, it'll just be more of a simple repair rather than these crazy like electronic parts that need to come in. It's 10:35 right now, so I'm gonna quickly make myself a bagel. I made these the other day from scratch. So far they're really good. I have not tried the cheese one yet. This one has Colby Jack on it. I didn't have cheddar. I need to get some cheddar and make them again next week, but that's what they look like. Hey Teddy, what? Anything you're not playing with, can you just pick up a little bit so that we can go out after Mama eats her breakfast? No, we're not bringing toys outside. Why? Because there's snow everywhere and it's soaking wet outside. So I just want you to pick up anything right now that you're not playing with and get it put away so that we don't have to pick everything up when we come in. I did make 2 everything bagels as well as the 2 cheese bagels, and I had an everything bagel yesterday. And it was very good. I think it needed like a hint more salt on the top. The everything bagel seasoning I got didn't have like a lot of salt in it. I don't know if it was supposed to, but it wasn't very salty. I like a salty bagel. You know, I'm a savory girl, so. I think I like that one more. Litter boxes are done. Didn't do the trash yet. It's not 100% full, so I'm gonna wait. But let me put you on something if you have cats. Stainless steel litter boxes. If you don't already have one, you gotta get them. You gotta get them. They are so good with cutting down the odor because the cats can't scratch little like ridges into the box because it's not plastic. So it cuts down on the odor there. The odor doesn't like stick to the box. They're super easy to clean. Your little scooper just glides right in there because it's such a smooth surface. Again, this is not a sponsored thing. I'm just telling you that it absolutely changed my life as far as litter boxes and having cats. Moxie doesn't have one yet. Hers is still just like an old school plastic one. But we are going to be switching her over to stainless steel also, probably very soon because she's stinky. But I got a 2-pack on Amazon last year for, I think it was like $70-ish, which sounds like a lot, but for 2, and they were like the XL size, and they have like really tall sides. You figure it's like $35 a box, and if you go to Walmart and get like a plastic one, they're like $30. So it's really not that big of a price difference. Definitely check Amazon. They are very reasonable on there, where I've seen other places have them for way more money. Anyway, I'm now in Teddy's room. As you can see, I'm going to grab him some clothes and get him dressed, and we're going outside. And hopefully his little crazy spirit can just run around in the yard and get all of that energy out, because for a child that woke up at 4:30, you wouldn't know. You would not know. He is absolutely feral today. Let's go and just get some fresh air.
Hello. Whoa, hello, Chick.
Hey, Rosie girl. What's going on with your beak, girlfriend?
Hello.
Hey, girly girls. If it had not snowed last night, the ground would probably be dry right now with how warm it is out here. So it's kind of a bummer that it snowed. We got probably 4 inches of snow too. It wasn't like a little dusting. We got quite a bit of snow. So everything is very wet. But I wanted to give you guys an update really quick on the chickens, because we actually lost one about a month ago now. We lost Blanche, our biggest Buff Orpington, who we've had from the very beginning. She passed away from an infection. We discovered that she had a prolapsed vent, and this was in the dead of the cold snap back in February. We brought her in the house, but she had unfortunately already acquired the infection and it spread very, very quickly and she passed away. And it was really hard. We had Dorothy pass away a couple years back and it was very sudden and overnight in the coop. She just kind of fell off her perch and we found her the next morning and had no clue that that was coming. But with Blanche, it was a little bit more prolonged and we could see it happening. We made several attempts to get her cleaned up. We were putting antibacterial stuff on her, like trying really hard to combat the prolapse vent and the infection and get the vent to reverse. And it was not even something I realized could happen to them until it happened to her. And unfortunately in the winter, another thing is that they are in their coop with the wrap around the coop and it's hard to see them all the time and to monitor them all the time. It's much easier in the summer when they're running around in the yard. You're seeing them constantly. You're able to really keep a close eye, but in the winter, it's harder, and we just did not catch it in time. She was probably my favorite chicken of all the ones that we have, so I was very bummed. I don't know what it looks like for this year, whether we're going to get any more. I would really like another buff, and I would really like a Plymouth Barred Rock, but I don't think I want to get chicks. I think I would rather just buy them as adults. So we will see. We're not actively looking for another chicken. It's just going to be kind of like if we come across chickens, we may consider it, but it's still pretty fresh and sad and I don't want to replace her by any means. So there are pets and it sucks. Chickens can die from a bazillion things and they get sick very quickly and sometimes you don't catch it in time, and this was one of those times. So yeah, we now have 6 birds. They are all laying eggs right now, which is nice, but we also have a lot of eggs and I'm coming to the realization of what it is to have that many birds laying at once. We've only ever had 4 at a time, which was kind of a lot. But now we have 6 and we previously had 7 and yeah, the eggs are piling up. We're getting 5 to 6 a day. So this summer I need to come up with a plan to either sell them or send them to work with Brandon for his coworkers. My mom takes some, but yeah, we are not consuming that many eggs. My dream would eventually to be putting them out by the road at an egg stand, but I would like to refrigerate them to do that. And so I would have to get a mini fridge and have a little stand built. And that's not on the project list for this year, so I don't think that'll happen, but it's a dream, that would be ideal in the future. Let's go see what Teddy's doing. He's over by his swing set. Oh, I see snowmobiles.
Ooh, ice. I want to eat ice.
It smells like spring out here. I don't know how to describe it. It doesn't have that sharpness of winter. It's got that warm new smell to it. Yeah, I don't know. It's good stuff, It's good. It's good for the endorphins. But wow, it's bright. If it had not snowed last night, it would be perfect right now. But where it snowed, it is so bright out here with all of the white snow reflecting and the bright sun and I want to sit on his swing set thing, but it's got water all over it. Okay. I genuinely can't even look anywhere. My eyes are so messed up right now. They're so sensitive out here. I'm just finding it hard to believe that a month from now I'm gonna be figuring out my garden. It just doesn't feel like that. But this is just life in Maine. This point in the winter is probably my least favorite because it's such a tease. We'll get a day like this and then tomorrow's gonna be 30. So it really is so up and down, although next week looks pretty consistent, so I am excited for that. And there's one day next week, I think it's Tuesday, that's going to be almost 70 degrees, which is crazy. And all the snow will certainly be gone by then, especially in our yard because we have no trees. Let's hope after that we will be done with the snow for the year because we've actually gotten a lot this year. I kind of gauge it by how long the snowmobile trails are open. So the past 3 years we would get snow, the snowmobile trail would be open for a day or two and then it would all melt. They would have to shut it down because it would get too muddy. But this year it has been consistently open. They've shut it down maybe one time, I think early December, and then since then it has been up and running. So that's how I know we've gotten a lot of snow and consistent cold weather this year. It's been a very, very, very cold winter, so I'm really hoping that we get a nice spring and not a rainy spring. Hi, babes. You guys enjoying your space? So So this one is Joe. And the closest to me here is Meredith with the big comb. She's got almost a rooster comb. And then we've got, right behind her is Christina, and then Arizona's in the back there with a bunch of white on her. And then Rosie Girl, one of our OGs, and Sophia's our other OG who is somewhere. She was just out here, our silvery one. And that's the flock. Look how pretty the babies are with their, they've got like a teal undertone to their feathers. They are speckled Sussex. No throwing snow at them. Let's see. No. No. Twiggies. I'll show you guys. I'm not going to go in here because this is their space, but nice and dry. Everything is held up beautifully this year, especially with the metal roof that we added last summer on the run, because before it had just like a plastic roof. But with the metal, we haven't had a single leak in here. Everything is nice and dry, which is great for them, great for their feet. You don't want them to be in like a wet environment all the time. They will get bumblefoot, which we have experienced. It's not fun. That was actual chaos. That was tantrum number 2 of the day. Actually, maybe 3 of the day. We're having a really rough day, in case anyone is wondering. This is what happens when he does not take a nap and then doesn't sleep in, and then this is what happened. He turned 3 and we entered a very, very, very tough stage. A stage of wanting to be independent, not having control completely of emotions, like all of your classic 3-year-old stuff. Plus, on top of that, he is highly communicative. Like, he just loves to talk. He loves to fight us and talk back, and it is extremely challenging. His little brain is just going 24/7, and he's extremely high energy. So keeping him entertained, keeping him under control for an entire day is near impossible at this point in this stage. I don't consider him a toddler anymore. He is definitely a preschooler now, and he is at a preschool level with a lot of things, and it's now about like refining the behavior before he's headed off to school, which is not this fall but the fall afterward. He will be going to pre-K, and I'm, you know, really feeling the pressure to be getting his emotions in check and teaching him to get his emotions in check, and it's very hard right now. And I sometimes just have to walk away, like you just saw me sitting in my kitchen just waiting for him to calm down. So I'm gonna get him situated, get him down for a nap before I make my lunch. I think I'm gonna wrap the vlog up early this afternoon just because I don't foresee myself wanting to vlog the rest of the day as of right now. I'm extremely overstimulated, and this just is quickly turning into a not good vlogging day as I'm like, I'm overstimulated. She's like, let me climb on top of you. Oh yeah, that's nice. Thank you, Allie. Thank you. But yeah, so I think we will do a few more things, and then I will get working and take the rest of the day off camera because, yeah, I honestly might take a nap when he naps, who knows. This is life with a young child at this point with my YouTube channel. Like, I just don't do a whole lot of days in the life because you don't know what direction the day is going, and in all honesty, should I have attempted this knowing my child was up at 4:30 this morning? Probably not. But I thought maybe the day might get a little bit easier, and I was exceptionally wrong. Okay, I'm so disheveled looking right now. I'm gonna have some lunch. Lettuceless salad. I have bell pepper. I have some like rainbow tomatoes in here, like different colored grape tomatoes, cucumber, pepperoncini, just regular seasoned croutons, cheese, and bacon bits, and then some Olive Garden, knockoff Olive Garden dressing, I have to say. It is the Great Value one, and they are identical. So I started buying that, and it's really good. I'm going to try to get a few more cleaning things done after this, and then I go to work. We'll see what I end up filming. But I am going to try and take advantage of this quiet time as much as I possibly can to get stuff done. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up filming for today. I just sat on something. I sat on this. I had higher hopes for this vlog. I had a plan to film all day, an entire day in the life, but I guess it was just a morning in my life. We are coming into spring, thankfully. I have been in the absolute trenches this winter. It has been very hard. Like I was talking about earlier, 3 is a hard stage. It's way harder than 2. Way harder. Don't let people fool you. 2, we had our moments. 3 is a whole other challenge. I have a child that can argue with me now, can be sassy, can just be stubborn and difficult, and he some days does everything in his power to do those things. He's coming off of being sick yesterday. He's definitely a lot better, but I'm not overlooking the fact that he's very tired and doesn't feel great. So I know that that is part of the behavior that I've been seeing today. He is thankfully sleeping now. He's taking a nice nap. I'm hoping he sleeps for a couple of hours and will be much more refreshed when he wakes up and in a better mood. But I am going to take advantage of this and get my work done so that I can be a little bit more present with him when he wakes up. And filming also takes me out of that. So I just want to be a little more present with him this afternoon, and hopefully things will go smoother. And I can make another day in the life in the spring when we are happily playing outside for most of the day and things are a little bit less stir crazy. But thank you guys so much for coming along. Thank you for sticking around to my channel and seeing the different stages that I go through in life, because we are in such a different place than we were, 3 years ago when I had a little baby, or even 4 years ago when I didn't have a baby. Everything has changed so dramatically on this channel in those years, and you guys have been, some of you have been here the entire step of the way, and that really means a lot to me and makes me feel like I do have a little circle, a little community here that's cheering me on and can relate to my life. Let me know down below, do you have a child close in age to mine? He turned 3 in December. Are you also in the trenches? I'm finding a lot of mothers on TikTok that are in a similar stage to me, and we all seem to be in the trenches. And one of my good friends, her daughter is around the same age, and we are experiencing very similar, behavior patterns and stuff, and it's just a really wild time. A time of great change and transition and surprising behaviors, but it's a stage of life that we will get through, and I will look back on one day, I'm sure, and miss, because that's how I feel every single time we move into a new stage. I miss the child that he was, before. Like, you keep missing them. It's kind of sad, but it's also exciting seeing them change and develop. So that's where I'll leave you. Again, if this kind of thing interests you, the non-sugar-coated version of motherhood I try to show here on my channel, homemaking, organizing, house projects, stuff like that, definitely subscribe. Come and hang out with me and join the chaos. And thank you all so much again, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.